I'm as free as a bird now. And this bird you cannot change. Oh, and the bird you cannot.
Hey you guys, so today I want to talk about something that is not the most fun thing to talk about, but it's something that I think is really necessary to talk about because it is everywhere in this society, and you can tell by the title of this video that I'm talking about depression and anxiety. So I am incredibly blessed that I have never dealt with depression or anxiety. I'm not saying I've never been sad about stuff, but being sad and being depressed are two different things. And I would say the only time I've had anxiety is whenever I have had to do public speaking, especially in college. So I've never had panic attacks or these things, okay? So you need to realize that you're getting information from someone that has not experienced these things. It's just like whenever I talk about like raw vegan pregnancies and how I think that that's like the best thing you can do, I also say that I've never been pregnant. So you can't, completely take everything with a grain of salt, okay? So I've never experienced depression and anxiety, but I feel like that I feel like I have a knowledge base on it because I've done research on this, and I have seen people just be taken over by the pharmaceutical business, in terms of this. Okay, so we all know that it's rampant in this society. People are depressed and people have anxiety. Now, I think that the number one thing that you want to look at if you have these things, either or both, is your adrenal glands. So I think that depression and anxiety is linked to the adrenal glands, and the adrenal fatigue in this society is out the wazoo, and it's something that doesn't surprise me because the adrenals and the kidneys are like brother and sister. The adrenals are little triangle-shaped glands that sit on top of the kidneys, and the kidneys are the only two organs that filter the massive amount of metabolic waste that comes out of the lymphatic system. And waste is just something that happens in every cell in the body, just like when you eat something, it has to come out. So it's the same thing with cells. And so no matter what you eat, this happens. But whenever you eat a diet that's full of trash, dead foods, loaded with animal products, processed foods, and even things like drugs and alcohol, all of that toxicity and acidity and waste goes to the lymph system because it can't go to the blood system because the blood has to stay alkaline or else you die in a couple minutes. The blood has to be 7.365 or something like that of a pH. So all of the acidity and all of the yuckiness goes to the lymphatic system because the lymph system is like the sewer system of the body. Therefore, it taxes on the kidneys. Therefore, it weighs down the adrenal glands, and it takes the adrenal glands with them. So the adrenal fatigue in this society is crazy because of that, because of the horrible diets that people eat, and also the massive amount of stress. Like, people are seriously stressed out, and I get it. People have mortgages. People have kids. I have never had kids, so I can only imagine the amount of stress that comes with that, And people are just super busy. But we have to realize that if you're suffering with pretty much any kind of medical condition, but as another one, just add this to the list, is depression. So you have to fix the adrenal glands. And to fix the adrenal glands, you have to change your diet. I think that a primarily or 100% raw vegan diet is where it's at if you want to help any gland or organ in your body, but specifically the kidneys and the adrenal glands. Also, I love the adrenal gland herbs from Dr. Morse, and getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, going to bed early. Like, it's not that big of a deal to go to bed early and wake up early. I love waking up early. I fly out of bed. I can get things done. I can be more productive. To me, I correlate getting up early with not being lazy. And I'm not saying if you get up at 11 that you're lazy, but for me, I feel better and I feel my best when I get up early. And I think that this does help the adrenal glands. Now, another thing with depression and anxiety is having a down thyroid. Now, people's a lot of people's glands and organs these days are down. Whether they have symptoms yet or not, they are. And another one that is a big one is the thyroid. It's this butterfly-shaped organ that's right here. And so I think specifically anxiety has to do with the thyroid. So I would check, first and foremost, your diet, because dairy products, the mucuses in dairy products really messes with the thyroid. Messes with every gland and organ, but specifically the thyroid. And so I would yank the dairy from the diet, and also check your iodine levels. Are you getting enough iodine? Now, I know technically it's pronounced iodine, but I still say iodine because that's how everyone recognizes it. But that is why I love raw seaweeds, and that's also why I take kelp supplements, because I want my thyroid to be functioning correctly. Also, another thing that's really important for iodine is if I ever have children, which I probably will. I want children, but who knows when that's going to happen, you know what I mean? But when I do, I'm going to have sufficient iodine, because that helps them with how smart they are. It helps cognitive function to have enough iodine, whatever you want to say. And so there's lots of mothers out there who are pregnant who don't even understand iodine. They don't even know what their levels are, and they're creating children that are not as smart as they could be if whenever in the womb the mom had sufficient iodine. But yeah, anyway, it really does help the thyroid. Now, another thing I want to talk about in terms of depression and anxiety is gut health. So people are put on antidepressant medicine that make you go crazy when a lot of the serotonin that helps you get a better mood is produced in the gut. So if we clean out our guts, we stop eating crazy foods that we don't eat anyway, and we start eating fruits and vegetables in their raw, living, organic state, it helps clean out the gut. Therefore, it helps the gut better produce serotonin so you cannot be so depressed and full of anxiety. So that's my advice in a nutshell. I mean, obviously, just living a healthy lifestyle in general. If you're depressed, go outside. Also, vitamin D, this plays a big part in it. That's why people get seasonal depression, is because vitamin D really helps boost the mood. That's why I'm basically like a lizard in the sun. And I'm not saying go out in the sun for 5 hours and get a sunburn, but I am saying we all need sun. We all need vitamin D. And people that are scared of the sun and can't even go outside and that are pale as a ghost, I don't think those people are as healthy as those who go out in the sun, who have a little color to them, and who are, living in nature's world. In nature's world, we have this giant ball of fire in the sky for a reason. It's not so we can run away from it and put an umbrella over our head. You know what I mean? So those are my tips. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helped at least one person. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!